Hi, welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book, Chimpanzee Politics, Power and Sex Among Apes. For a long time, humans have always described chimpanzees as a barbaric species that is fueled by violence. However, this book will prove to you that this assumption is an uninformed misconception about the species. For many years, zoologist, Frans de Waal has spent days and nights, observing and recording the lives and traits of chimpanzees, living at their captive colony in Arnhem Zoo of the Netherlands. During his research, he discovered that, chimpanzees often prefer to use political means, rather than violence in solving problems. Their deep desire for peace, restraint in violence, tolerance, and care for their females and children, show another side to their social patterns that is worthy of our study. Frans de Waal is a renowned Dutch psychologist, zoologist, and ecologist. He is the Charles Howard Candler Professor of Primate Behavior at Emory University. In 2007, Time magazine named de Waal among the top 100 most influential people in the world. He is also one of the best-known primatologists in the world. Major works of de Waal include, Our Inner Ape, a leading primatologist explains why we are who we are we smart enough to know how smart animals are? And the Age of Empathy, Nature's Lessons for a Kinder Society, which we have unlocked in a bookie for your listening pleasure. The book, Chimpanzee Politics, Power and Sex Among Apes, is his most influential work. It has become among the top recommended books to read for new congressmen. Like de Waal, the American Congress have recognized that, this species of ape exhibit characteristics that are very similar to humans in social ecology, political order, and power games. So much so, it can serve as an object of reference for a deeper understanding of ourselves. It has been long since humans began the study of chimpanzees. While some zoologists chose to observe chimpanzees in the wild, they often encounter the difficulty of gathering continuous and accurate information. To tackle this problem, some researchers adopt young chimpanzees for long-term observation at their labs. Unfortunately, these researchers fail to understand the group habits and social ecology of chimpanzees. To resolve all these research problems and restrictions, the world's largest captive colony of chimpanzees was established, in Arnhem Zoo in the Netherlands. The colony is home to dozens of chimpanzees from all over the world, who do not need to worry about food or shelter. They are free to move about outdoors during the day, and sleep in air-conditioned quarters in the evening. When these primates are ill or injured, they receive timely medical attention. In addition to the caregiving enjoyed by the chimps, the Arnhem colony has a minimal intervention policy in place, which prohibits keepers and visitors from disturbing the chimpanzees. Covering an area of more than 800 square meters, the colony is an island surrounded by a wide moat. Visitors can only observe the apes from 20 meters away across the river, making the Arnhem colony a kind of utopia for the apes. Although the Arnhem colony is not a completely wild settlement, it has done all it can to simulate a quasi-natural tribe formation. Here, researchers can obtain continuous and accurate observation data, take notes, photos, and even record videos. De Waal says that, to understand an animal species, especially one that is a close relative of humans, you cannot be as abrasive and callous as you would be with mice. You must be able to see their facial expressions, and assign each chimp a name, before you can figure out what's happening. Thus, this work is primarily a record of befriending the chimps, and then understanding the sociology about them. To fully understand this book, we will uncover the best bits from the book for you in 3 parts. In part 1, we will discuss the social ecology of chimpanzees. In part 2, we will talk about the political order of chimpanzees. And in part 3, we will elaborate on the power takeovers among chimpanzees. Let's take a look at the first part of this bookie, the social ecology of chimpanzees. There are dozens of chimpanzees in the Arnhem colony, and like human societies, they too have their hierarchy and special social order. Like other chimpanzee groups that survive in the wild, Arnhem's chimpanzees have an alpha male. However, the position of being the leader isn't as secure as we may think.